So this one's for all of my fellow English-speaking immigrant to Israel brothers and sisters out there. I know it ain't easy, and there's all sorts of heartache and bellyache and headache that come along the way of living the Israeli dream, but God knows it's worth it. People often ask me, so Chaya, why do you do this? Why have you left it all behind, all the goods of the old country? And immediately the images that come to my mind are from back in the day, my first tastes of Shabbos in the land that God promised, basically, those first moments of getting turned on by this incredible dream. 1993, I was all of 19, not a religious gal whatsoever, but I had this spiritual magnet in my backpack that landed me at the Western Wall, and dreamy-eyed, there I was walking around the Western Wall Plaza when I was spotted by one Rabbi Meir Schuster, of most blessed memory. Like a holy, lanky gangster for God, Meir Schuster spotted me and he came over, hunched over like he was going to sell me some drugs. He's like, "No, where are you for Shabbos?" And I was like, I didn't even know what language he was speaking. Shabbos? I don't know, where should I be? He said, looked at me straight in the eyes, straight in the soul, and he said, you should be in Shabbos. Okay, I had no other plans. So I followed him up 1,000 staircases to this wonderful outreach establishment called the Heritage House, and had basically free room, free board, and free Torah classes. And so transpired my first full-on, law-keeping, mind-blowing Shabbat, Israel-enriched, Western Wall davening, and went to eat with the family in Mea Sharim. Sat around this ornate table where angel-faced people sang songs and actually spoke out loud about God and mystical experiences. And the Shabbos schmaltz hit the fan for me, y'all. I was knee-deep in Shabbos schmaltz and totally loving it and wanted more of this religious stuff. And luckily, Meir Schuster knew just where to send me. He sent me to learn in seminary, and I just got totally turned on by the Israel dream, and I wasn't alone. There was a whole ragtag band of us, American stowaway souls with dreadlocks and mohawks, with cowboy hats and yoga mats, with discreet tattoos and nothing left to lose, ready to up and erupt on the Jerusalem streets, high as a l'chaim, totally turned on by this Israel dream. This one is from back in the day, 1993. So this is what it means to be a Jew. Who knew that Judaism was ancient and yet progressive, mystical, intellectual, and impressive? Suddenly I was plumbing depths and thumbing through texts that had been plumbed and thumbed for generations past and more to come. Living the return of Judah's long-lost children, so far gone, so far hidden, now come home to the old books of our own venerable tradition, ready and willing to kiss these white stones and make a home in Yerushalayim's now revived dry bones. Clamoring with higher calling, cleaving to deeper meaning, shining with persistence and a 3,000-year-old insistence and commitment to the Torah, to something more than the mores and the norms of the Western world with her hordes of the immoral and the impure, committed to something more than a Manhattan latte and a pumped-up paycheck to provide for the family that might smile wide for the cameras, but weeps inside for their bankrupt neshamas, famished for a richer truth than the loose change of material gain, famished for the fresh fruit of the live tree of Jerusalem with leaves of flames. And so I paced myself with the stealth of a leopard on the chase of the truth, which darts like a gazelle through these hills of Yehuda and tomes of Gemara I would come to know so well. With a fire hotter than 1,000 degrees from the cool Ivy Leagues, my ivy climbed the Western Wall, a beanstalk tall to which I'd cleave. For we have returned to these streets, to breathe these books, to dream these dreams. If Torah is a tree of life, then I would gladly change my life, that I might sit here amongst her leaves and read and dream. I had tasted the taste of Shabbos in the land that God promised. and I would never leave. Stay strong.